Hello, I have a confession. It is the 2nd of July and I started the rough draft writing challenge yesterday and I didn't pick up the camera to film it, so I apologise. We're going to start today. I did start yesterday. I wrote 1,000 words yesterday. They felt really difficult to write, and I think new book, new quarter, new month, new everything, new project. I think it just was a lot, and I was put a lot of pressure on myself to succeed, hit the ground running, and perhaps too much pressure. And so yesterday I was ready to throw in the towel and I was like, I can't write, I don't know how to do this, this isn't going to work, I'm going to fail the challenge, I'm going to... I completely spiraled. So I'm glad I didn't film it because that wouldn't have been a pretty sight. I just come to realise that it's the start of a new book. It takes a while to get into a new book, feel the flow, feel the characters, and it's okay. We're on day 1. I've got 30 more days to complete this challenge. So we are going to be a little bit kinder to ourselves. We are not going to let this continue. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to write. I'm going to attempt to write. I'm expecting it to still feel really tricky, to still have that resistance there, to still potentially feel like this is a disaster and some crazy irrational thought that therefore this whole thing is going to fail, but I'm still going to do it. And I know that that's crazy and irrational, and that just because it felt difficult doesn't mean it's all going to fail. So we're just going to power through. We're going to be kind to ourselves. I've been out this morning, had a little breakfast date with my husband, which was very lovely. So I am full of French toast and bacon and berries. So good. And it's a really sunny day. I've been in the garden. I've been journaling this morning. I'm hoping I'm in a better mind frame. The last couple of days have felt really bizarre. One minute I'm like, I want to get going, but I don't know how to get going. And the next minute I'm going, but this is really difficult, so I'm going to give up. Let's see what the 2nd of July brings us. I haven't set up any of my trackers. Oh no, that's the lie. I did set up my rough draft challenge tracker online, but I haven't completed it for the words that I did yesterday. I mean, I was pretty surprised that I got 1,000 words yesterday. I feel like that was a bit dragged out. And I was sort of feeling like if it wasn't for the challenge, then I wouldn't have been started to write yesterday. But even like I picked up my scene cards. So these are my scene cards for this book that I've started to write. I don't feel like they're all there. I feel like there's still some scenes that are potentially missing. I normally go through and plot each of the scenes and be like, right, this is at this point, this point, this point. I've not even done that. I'm like, that's for this project doesn't feel right, which is bizarre because I've been doing that for quite some time now and I'm going to give up on that. No, I'm not going to give up on that, but for this project, maybe just not do it. Maybe do it another time. Maybe do it in the next project. I don't know. Can you see like where my head's at? It is bizarre. I haven't even told you who I am. If you're new here, hi, I'm Marie. I'm a writer. If you have been watching my other vlogs, you know sometimes that we go a little bit chaotic here. It's all good. I'm going to sit down, do some writing, be a good vlogger, and actually vlog some writing today. And then we will see how we get going with these next few days, whether things start to pick up. I'm sure they will. They will pick up at some point and that things will feel more natural and in flow, and maybe it just takes me a little bit of time on this project. But we are going to do it. Come with me. If you're on a challenge, I would love to know, and I'd love to know how your first day went. Because I hope it was very different to my first day and was a little bit more successful, at least in the mentality, like mind frame way sense. I can't even speak. How am I going to get words down on the paper? We're going to try. sofa to do another writing session because I was feeling so tired. I still feel so full up from breakfast, and that is like 5 hours ago that I ate it, but I am still feeling super full up, and I think it just was like too many carbs, making me sleepy. Getting into that chapter was really quite slow progress. I did make myself a cup of tea, which it's very cold now, but I'm almost finished with. I had to go with the unwind tea bag because all of the other ones were sleep tea and sweet dreams tea, and I was like, I can't have a sleepy tea when I'm feeling sleepy. But actually that was quite a nice little writing session on the sofa. I managed to finish the very first chapter, which I'm happy about, and I got, I think it was just over 2,000 words written today, and that has meant that I'm at 3,207 words, and day 2 progress should be 3,228 words, so I'm basically back on track. I do have 1 hour left before the school run, but I'm thinking I'm gonna just sort some stuff around the house, chill out, think of the next chapter in a bit more detail. I've got a generic idea of what it is, but I want to think about what that actually is so that tomorrow I can do some writing and start getting that one written. I'm also expecting my rewards to turn up today, so I have ordered some. I think I've got 4 rewards planned now, and I've got some more ideas. I'm just not 100% set what I'm going to do for the 5th reward if I do hit 50,000. So if you haven't watched my previous vlog about my plan for the July Rough Draft Challenge, then I actually, in this vlog, I don't even know whether I've said I'm doing a challenge. I need to write 50,000 words in the month of July to complete that challenge. So if I haven't, I apologise. But in that plan vlog that I posted, the video before this one, I basically said that I was going to bring back rewards for the month of July. I did it in the November writing challenge, but I didn't do it in April, and I wanted to get some rewards set up. So I have done that, and it'll be a reward when I hit 10,000 words, 20,000, 30,000, 40, 50, and I've got all of those planned out for actually being delivered. Still to decide on the 5th one, and I don't know what ones I'm going to do first. I'll probably just decide. I mean, it's just a few little things, like I've got a little whisk come in for my iced coffees. I thought that would be cute. I've got a reading light because I don't have a reading light, which is really quite annoying when my husband wants to go to bed and I'm like, I can't actually read, and I'm reading a paperback. And then I also thought about things like, oh, maybe I'll reward myself with like a Starbucks writing day. So that's a potential for like the 5th reward. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll just decide that as we go through the month of July. And also something that I saw, which I'm thinking I might also do, is a July writing challenge bingo card. And basically people have just been setting up their own bingo boards, and if they're doing like editing, they'd have editing specific tasks. If they're doing writing, they'd have writing specific tasks. So you'd have your goals in there, like mixed up in there, but you'd also have some things like hit X amount on one day, or skipped a day, or I don't know, whatever the case may be. And I was thinking that might be so much fun. So I might think about what could go on my bingo board and set something up. I still haven't done my bullet journal trackers. I haven't done my July bullet journal spread. I might do that during the weekend. I have updated my rough draft word tracker graph, and I'm very pleased to see that I'm basically on the line for being on track, which is very nice after the fact of like day 1 not hitting the goal. So yeah, I think I'm just going to potter around, recoup energy, think about the next few chapters, and then bring you along when I can for the rest of this week to see how we get going. Theoretically, in the next week, potentially hit the 10,000 and have the first goal and the first reward, but maybe not, maybe just shy of it. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, we will see what this vlog ends up being like. So I'll see you in the next sprint. Hi, it is Saturday the 5th 4th of July, and I have got my rewards that I want to go through, just a few of them, and also just an update on how writing is going at the moment for the July writing challenge. I didn't write yesterday at all, so I woke up this morning feeling like, yeah, I've got to start writing, like get really good Saturday word count, catch up, and that just didn't happen, and it felt really heavy. And I just thought, you know what, I don't need to write the first thing in the morning. It's now 3:15. I've done some errands, had something to eat, I've got an iced coffee that I'm just finishing up, and I thought I'm gonna go and do an hour of writing rather than pushing it. So I'm gonna go and do a writing sprint now, just 1 hour, see what I get done. I think that'll probably be like 1,000 to 1,500 words maybe, but it is what it is. I'm not expecting to catch up. I didn't want to write every day in this challenge, so I'm not beating myself up about not writing yesterday, and I know that there'll be times where I will catch up and I will do more than expected. So I'm just trying to, at the moment, ease into writing this story because it has felt quite difficult, and so I'm concentrating more on that and getting into the flow. Thursday's writing session was definitely easier than Monday's writing session. This next scene, I'm a little bit like, I haven't been able to picture it exactly, so it will be a bit discovery writery, which may be a little bit slower on word count, but we're only on the 4th of July. There's still a lot of the month left, and I don't want to push through and make myself miserable, so I'm just focusing on still being productive and not procrastinating, but also being energy led as well. So with all that being said, let's quickly do some of the rewards. And these are just like tiny little things. I've got another thing coming. I've had some other ideas for the 5th and like final idea, but I've got like a little book light from Amazon because I actually don't have a book light. I don't know whether this is going to be any good. It was a real cheap little thing, and I just thought, let's grab it because it's actually really quite handy that I don't have to have my bedside table light on when my husband's trying to go to sleep. And so I thought that is a really good thing to have. I've then got like a little milk frother, again, just really cheap and cheerful from Amazon. No idea whether it's going to be any good, but I'm looking forward to that because I've been having iced coffees a lot more because we are in the summer months. I've got these cute little syrups, which I know are full of sugar, but it just is a nice little thing, and I thought this would be really good. I've also been watching loads of TikToks on different types of iced coffees, and I thought, oh, I need a milk frother now so that I can actually try some of these out. And then the next thing is a little sticker book, which is the Boho Dreams. It's got over 750 stickers in it, and it's just got all different like themed pages, because I thought what I can actually use this for is my bullet journal and just have a few little things to decorate my bullet journal spreads. Yeah, I love the look of that, and I would love to use this right now. So I'm not sure what is going to be the first reward, but I've got to get to 10,000 words. I did on Thursday figure out my bingo that I'm going to do. I just haven't actually done any of that, but I mean, I still haven't done my July spread. I still haven't done next week's spread. I haven't done any of those trackers, so I will at some point, but I'm like, I'd really like to use these, so this might be potentially one of the first, but then the milk frother would be quite handy to have as well, so who knows. I am going to get into writing. 1 hour, let's see how many words we can do. writing sprint is done. I did feel like I got into the bit of a flow with that, so that's good. I ended up writing for probably about an hour and a half. I sort of finished the second 30-minute timer and was like, I feel like I'm really close to finishing the chapter. Maybe I'll just finish on, and that's probably like 20 more minutes worth of writing. But I have finished the second chapter and I'm now at 5,822 words. So in that sprint, I actually managed 2,615 words. So I'm happy. I haven't caught up when I'm looking at the chart. I haven't caught up, so I'm sort of slightly behind by about 600 words. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to panic at this point in time about being behind or needing to do certain amounts. I'm gonna think about the next chapter and then probably do some more writing tomorrow. But yeah, I'm already halfway to my first goal and I'm already at 11%. I love that. This little chart tells me exactly what percentage I am of my whole writing challenge goal. And yeah, 11%. That's good. It's day 4. We're doing good. Just got to keep going. I will see you in the next sprint, whenever that will be. Coffee shop after having written one whole chapter, and I haven't caught up with the word goal yet, but I am happy with progress and I have shortened the gap of how much I need to catch up by. I am going to continue writing tomorrow, more than likely, starting a brand new vlog. This is the end of this vlog, but as you all have seen, I hit over 10,000 words, which I wasn't really expecting today, which is silly because of how much I knew that I needed to write. But I am now officially at, I think it's something like 11,195 words off of the top of my head. I think I'm like 1,700 words short to sort of be on track, but I'm feeling positive that I can catch up and that it's not disaster zone at the moment. But because I've hit 10,000 words, I get to open up my first reward, and I had no idea what that was going to be, and I was thinking through my options and I have decided it is going to be the milk frother, because then I can enjoy a lovely iced coffee today with my milk frother rather than doing one of the other rewards that I have and delaying using it. At least I get to use that today. So I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee and I'm going to pick up with you tomorrow in a brand new vlog. I will see you in that one. If you've liked this writing challenge vlog, please like and subscribe. If you are taking part in the challenge as well, let me know how you're getting on, and I will see you in the next vlog. Happy reading.